Hi guys, welcome back to the channel with Toon and Lee in Thailand, and today I'm just going to briefly give you 3 helpful tips. Well, hopefully they're helpful for you if you're in the process or just about to apply for your marriage visa in Thailand. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Made a special effort today. I'm wearing my Fred Flintstone top for you. It's a bit Betty Swallocks. Good news is I've just got my new glasses back. Well, new. They're almost about a year old, but I've used them for about a month solid. They've been broken twice, and yesterday went back to Kampang Pet for the immigration office to do my annual marriage visa renewal. And the glasses shop where I got them from is based there, so I managed to get them sorted out free of charge as well, so hopefully I won't sit on these again. Right then, we're going to talk about this visa application tips. Just 3 tips that we picked up yesterday, which we weren't aware of at the time, and one was a bit of an update since our last year's application, so hopefully it'll be a little bit of help to a few of you out there. Now, if you're sitting there and you suddenly got a feeling that you're going to wet yourself, it is to do with what's going on behind me. So just over here we've got the water pump running. So we haven't got it running in the buddock pond over here because I suppose the yin and the yang, isn't it? I've got my new glasses, but that's the yin. The yang is I'm just messing around with Gang over there, and she ran into the hose that's running into the catfish pond that we hadn't glued because we've still got to chop a bit off it, and it launched straight into here and submerged itself. So yeah, and then just another quick one, guys, before we get on to the main crux of the video. There's the inverter converter transfer working very well. The pump's been running about 3 hours, and the display is at 25 on here is about 85%. So we're running at about 85% of the battery. So that's good. Right then, on to the main bit. So, visa renewal, annual renewal. Kampang Pet Immigration Office, which moved about 8 months ago. We tipped up there mid-morning. We thought we had everything, so we just basically copied everything that we took last year, and then a few things reared its head while we're in there. So the lady that was processing my application is the same woman that always does all our stuff. Incredibly helpful woman. The first thing is about your photos that you're taken with your partner at your house. So last year we did 3, which was what we were told to do. It's what the little poster they had up in the immigration office. The first photo, of course, is where you're stood outside your house, you and the missus, next to where they put your bills for your water and for electric. Then the next one is in your house, and then the next one, so sitting on your sofa in your lounge is a good one, and then the other one that they recommended was you and your missus sitting on your bed fully clothed. Now, so we took those again, not just copied from last year, and now they say they want 4. The next one, the additional one now, is one that's outside your property, sort of round the back or round the side. Okay, so you need 4 now, not 3, and you need an additional copy for each one. So previously it was 3 individual photographs with a copy of each, and now it's 4 with a copy of each. So that's your first one. Now, the immigration office is really far away well, we'll say really far away. We go on the motorbike now, so it's almost an hour ride. Where are you going, Gimbal? Settle down. So when we explained that to her, she said, "Don't worry, we'll submit it because it's not actually processed in Kampang Pet Office, guys. It's all collated there and submitted to the main office in Chiang Mai, and that's where you hopefully get your approval. Okay, so it's a fairly new thing that they're rolling out, this additional photo, so it's catching quite a few people out. The next thing was to do with the bank statement. So you need 3 pieces of paperwork. One is a photocopy of each individual page in your bank book. Of course, it needs updating the day or within 24 hours of you going to submit your application. You then need a letter from the bank stating that your funds have been in there for over the last 2 months, over the required 400,000 baht, and then you need a statement from them of the balance on that day. So we got those. The problem that we had this time, and we would have had it last time but it wasn't picked up because we had been using the bank account a lot, was I hadn't used my bank account for a good about 3 months. So when we updated the bank book, the only additional entry put in there was the balance of the day that we were going to get submit the application. Now what you need to do is actually keep that bank account active, making transfers. So ideally, well, what we were advised was you need a transfer of, say, at least 200 baht, that's all, going into your bank within the last, well, she said get it for the day so we could process it that day, but ideally you want that within the last month. So because of this, we were advised to quickly go back to the bank, shove 200 baht in from Toon's account, update the bank book, and then get your new statement. What the lady, the officer said at the immigration office was they like to see a little bit of activity. It doesn't matter whether, you know, your money dips down below 400,000 throughout the year. You know, they expect money to be going out and then a few quid to be going in there. But what you've got to make sure is that you've got a level of activity on that bank account every single month or so. So we shot back to the SCB bank, threw 200 baht in there, and got the bank book updated. It showed the 200 baht in there, so that was happy days. We asked for a new statement for the day, for the balance, and the manager said we can't do that. Well, we can, but it won't show you 200 baht in there until tomorrow. It takes 24 hours to get that, so there was no point in getting that. Went back and told the officer. She said it's not great, but it's not a problem. She just made a note of what had happened. She could see that the bank book, she saw the original bank book, that 200 baht had gone in there, got the photocopy of the page, but of course the bank statement then was 200 baht lower than what my balance was. But not a problem, as I say, she made a note of that to explain the difference. So that's it really, guys. Make sure that your bank account is active, ideally on a monthly basis, certainly within the last month of before your visa expires, or before you reapply rather. Make sure that there's a transfer of some monies going into your account. Okay, and then make sure you do that at least 24 hours before you submit your application. Don't do it like us on the same day, because your bank statement then will be slightly out. Alright, so just to recap with the other one, make sure that you take 4 photographs now, one outside your property, ideally showing you the entrance to your house and your house number and that little box where they put your utility bills in. One in your lounge on your sofa, one with your missus on the bed. Well, of course all the photographs are your missus. Keep your clothes on, don't forget. And then one round the back of the house. But I recommend that you take about 5 or 6 photos, get 2 copies of each, and then let the officer decide which ones would be best. That's it then, guys, short and sweet for you today. It's the first time I've done a video on this sort of topic. to be quite honest, they bore the tits off me, because normally someone just says, I'm going to the immigration office, we got our visa, and there's no real help. So I thought, well, we'll give you a few pointers on what we've experienced, and then if it helps one or two of you, then great stuff. If you want me to go through a simple step-by-step video of how to easily apply for your marriage visa, then let us know in the comments section, rather than ask me loads of questions. I'm by no means an expert, but we've done it twice now. To us, it's very straightforward. It's just that they tend to make these tweaks on how they like everything presented, and sometimes it's just the main man, and it filters down through his officers, and then of course sometimes when we turn up, we're not aware of these little tweaks. So if you've got a bit of a drive like we have, and you leave it late as well, then you want to make sure that you've got everything done and dusted, and all your I's crossed and all your T's dotted. So like I said, if you want me to do a quick video on what you need and how to compile it, let us know below in the comments. If you don't want to wait for a new video, guys, on that subject, you can just download our new ebook. We've given it a catchy title, How to Apply for Your Marriage Visa for Numpties. Only $29.99 of your finest British pounds. Okay guys, as always, thank you for watching. Always love the comment section, and rather than me type it out yet again, if you could do us a big favour, and if you just look below the video now, there, just there, no look, it's just there, there's a little share button. Press that, and then it will give you things like Facebook and Twitter and all that sort of thing. If you could share our videos out, we'll owe you one. You can have a free Cheeky Tunes cocktail when you tip up one day. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Take care out there. It is a bit of a jungle, isn't it? Oh, look at my water plants. My aquatic plants are blooming. What have we done to do this, eh? I'll give you a bit of a secret. We threw a bucket of poo in here and everything's growing like crazy. Ta-da for now.